Okay, baby, you ready? So new car day, but we thought we'd pop in to see our friend Tim at the Museum. How are you?
Welcome back.
Amazing, thank you.
I heard you've sold the Mercy.
I have, which is why we're buying a new car. But yeah, it's been a bit of a time, and the Mercy was a dream car. The 6.2 manual, it was the poster car for me, and had a year and a half with it, but it's had to go. Effectively, for those of you tuning in, the Mercy has been absolutely amazing. Probably smile every time I drove the car, absolutely loved it. But there was a lot of money tied up in that car. There's also a nice profit tied up in that car, and after a year and a half, it came to a point where more money has to be invested in Petrolheadonism and the events we've got coming up in 2025 with the Isle of Man Supercar Island, some new events and the growth of the events, venues needing deposits and also booking flights for SEMA and things like that. So it came to a point where I had an offer I couldn't refuse on the Murcielago. Car was phenomenal, but at 55,000 miles every time I drove it, which was rare, a once a month kind of occasion, which is what that car is. It wasn't ever going to be one of those cars that I could trust it on a road trip or driving into Europe without worrying that something could go wrong with the engine or with the car. And at that level, it became a bit of a burden. So, new car day today, Tim.
I'm looking forward to finding out more, as everyone else is, I'm sure.
Well, I know you've reviewed this car when it first came out,
okay,
and I'm looking forward to bringing it here to the Museum.
Yeah.
But we're going to go down to see Francis, our new friend at Prestige, and pick it up today. This is really special, and I know you're going to love it because you reviewed it. And I'm going to give you a clue.
Congrats in advance.
I'm going to give you a clue. I'm going from a 6.2 Murcielago to a 6.2, still naturally aspirated.
Oh, okay. Coming soon.
He knows what it is, do you? Stay tuned. So it's collection day of my new car, and I'm down here with my new friend Francis.
Hello, how are you?
Mission Prestige, and you've sold some bonkers car and you've got an amazing collection. It's insane. But Francis, I found this car on the internet, Piston Heads, thank you.
Yeah.
And it's got 95 miles on the clock, but
Yes.
it's 3 years old.
Yes, it's a very special car. It came from one of our collector from Hong Kong, and it's back to here now. Very, very nice colour. Very, very nice.
Right, so the colour is what did it for me. I've always loved this car. 2019, I went to SEMA for the very first time, and I levitated back to this car every time because it was a first. And here we are 5 years later. Now you'll see here my daughter Ella, I told her about this because it's a bit of a surprise, and she said, Dad, if you remember, this was always the plan way before Viola Ophelia. I looked to get one of these in 2021. I told you this on the phone.
Yeah.
And here we are 4 Lamborghinis later, and I've picked up what is quintessentially one of my dream cars, but it's 95 miles on the clock, it's brand new. Mm-hmm. It's had all its servicing done.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And it's still got warranty, but it's a 2022 car. I absolutely love it. It's a dream come true. It's not as much of a burden as the Lamborghini. I can jump in it and drive anywhere. With the Viola Ophelia, we did 10,000 miles in that first year before she caught fire. Ain't gonna catch fire, is it?
Never.
Okay. Let's get inside. Let's have a look. Okay, new car is there, but check out what I could have bought. The Alpine is absolutely astounding, but it's not quite new.
No.
McLaren, that's a stunning car.
Very nice in the orange.
For sale or?
No, not yet. Will be soon.
Some people on my Instagram thought I was going for the Ford GT. The point of this is downsizing, maintenance and worries about that engine going bang as it has done on me before. So I'm not playing at that level, sorry. I love that level.
Yes,
and this as
for
well,
you.
Wow. You've got some serious stock. We've had a look around some of the other storage areas and other cars that are for sale, and you've got a real quintessential
Yeah,
mix
we've got a
of
bit of everything.
JDM.
Like JDM, DM to supercars, something really
and
rare.
there's a Centenario, 1 of 20 coupe for sale through Francis as well right now. Only 1.7 million. Pistonheads.com, Centenario, call Francis.
Thank you.
Buy a car, you get a free Chinese lunch. Let's go. Okay, stop right there, Francis. Just hang on a minute before we unveil the car, and all of you watching right now, there's 2 unveils. That's right, we're gonna reveal this car twice, because right now we're gonna go back to Francis and reveal the car. But me being me, we can't surprise my wife with just another supercar. We've got to modify the supercar. So stay tuned for what we do at Miltech and EBC Brakes and our tech shop, because it's going to need upgrades. Back to you, Francis. So there's so much I can tell you about this car, but enough waffling. Let's get on with it. Time to reveal my new car. Wow. Check it out. 2022 Corvette C8 Z51 Performance Pack. Proper American supercar. Check this out. High five. Yes. Check out the Corvette C8 in rapid blue, and as you see it right here, right now, it's going to go through a few changes because I'm going to modify my new supercar. This one comes with carbon backed seats. It's got the performance seats as well. It's a Stingray. So many people love that Stingray. But one of the best features, woo, American remote startup. Now, what are we doing? We're going to pick it up now, we're going to take it for PPF, then we're taking it for exhaust at Miltech, then we've got wheels, tyres and discs from EBC Brakes. Stay tuned, let's see the finished product at the end. So, as so many of supercars nowadays have the functionality to fold away the roof. Here we go. This is going to be so awesome in the summer months. If we get a summer this year, fold it away, and it's an open top supercar. Those of you that don't think the C8 Corvette is a supercar, hit us in the comments. I'd love to hear what you've got to say. V8 naturally aspirated. It's got that McLaren, Ferrari, Lamborghini-esque design accents across it all. And for the first time, the V8 has jumped from the front to the back. So it's a rear mid-engine Corvette for the very first time. And for me, it screams out supercar. What attracts me the most is 95 miles on the clock, brand new car I can just get in and drive. We're going to make it look Petrolheadonism for 2025 and beyond, and I'm going to enjoy this car. Love the colour, and so will Mrs. C, thankfully. So the first drive of the C8 is to Minutia Detailing here, and it's for that Expel protective treatment, of course. Now, I can see you in the comments already. Cheero, it's only got 95 miles on the clock. You've got to run it in, and that's why we're not taking it above 3,500 revs. It's limited anyway. Kind of like running in any new car engine. I'm just like kind of perplexed because it's a 2022, but it's a brand new car, and new to kind of me because the previous owner just looked at it. So we are going to drive this. Mike and Minutia Detailing, over to you guys to get her protected. So we now got a target date for the reveal of my car. It's going to be Valentine's Day. A gift to myself, so stay tuned for that. But Expel, Minutia Detailing, the Corvette has had 3 days here, and the front end has been fully PPF'd. But on top of that, they've done a major detail and totally like gone over the whole car. Let's go have a look inside. So you literally cannot see it. Only if you look really hard, you can see where the PPF is laid on the car. Mike's team have done a meticulous job. The Expel kit comes cut out for the front end, pillars and the wing mirrors, and there is a join on the wing mirrors as you get on any wing mirror as well, but again, it's so finely done. It's amazing, and the car, but it looks even newer than new now, and I can't wait to get this on the road. Next stop, Miltech exhaust. Thanks Mike and Minutia Detailing and Expel for PPFing the front end of the Corvette. It looks absolutely insane. Really happy with that. Harry at HRME Transport has now transported the car to Miltech, where that's it, research and development. We're in Derby, the epicenter of Miltech Global. They're massive in America and all over the world, but they do an exhaust for the C8. They don't just do an exhaust for the C8, they've got blue tips. And so when they said to me, shall we do something together on this? It was a no-brainer. C8 in the UK, right-hand drive, Miltech exhaust. Let's find out what they're gonna do. Wow. Absolutely blown away, not just by the car, but I can see the Miltech, I can see the X-Pipe, I can see the blue tips and the clunky, chunky, old, heavy exhaust. Can't wait to drive this down to our next stop where we're going to go for wheels and tyres. But in the meantime, let's catch up with Kevin here at Miltech to find out a bit more about what they've installed for me. Kev, Absolutely amazing to catch up with you at Autosport, and that's when this plan was kind of conceived. But tell us about the system, because it's a little bit different to the regular C8s in the US.
Yeah, we were hoping it was going to be quite similar, to be fair. We're going to have more emissions control systems to look at on it, obviously, being in the UK, but it's vastly different. It's being a fresh redesign, basically.
Oh, wow.
It isn't quite the
And you've
same,
done that in 3 days, literally.
We sort of rushed it for you, you know, we thought we'd look after you. That's what we like to do.
Well, we have got a Valentine's Day surprise tomorrow, so...
No pressure from you at all, let's face it. Basically, what we've done, we've got an emissions compliant exhaust. We're coming off the back of the particulate filters. We've saved between 6 and 7 kilos off it, which is really nice.
Yeah, weight saving's great.
We've got a range of tips that we can run in it. Obviously, running burnt tie on this. Let's face it, with the colour of the car, it looked fantastic.
Amazing.
It worked. It saves a little bit more weight as well, but there are options for different style of tips on there as well. We build the systems in a modular fashion, so basically it's a valve system. You utilise the valve control on the car, so you've got sort of Jekyll and Hyde characteristics with it. Yeah. But we build it so it's serviceable. So valves are a wear item essentially on any OE exhaust. A lot of people don't realise that. When we build our exhaust systems, we'll have a modular setup so that you can pull the valve out, you can replace the valve if you need to. I mean, we're talking years and years down the line. What more do you want?
And personally, like, looks great. The fact that when you're looking from the back of the car, I'm not going to be putting a diffuser on this car, but you can see the Miltech X pipe, you can see the tips, you can see that it's had a subtle modification.
Yep.
And I didn't want to go crazy with this car, so we're only doing a few little trick things before we unveil it in the video fully finished. But sounds great, lighter, and looks the part. Thank you, Miltech. Absolutely smashed it. So we've made it to Artec shop at St Albans Car Clinic. These guys have got the Vossens, which have been prepared by Woman Detailing. The wheels apparently look like works of jewellery, art, and these guys here, Tom and the team at Artec shop, have sourced the wheels, recommended the wheels, advised me on the wheels and tyres and everything. So let's get the car inside, let's get them fitted and check out the wheels. I've got to say a piece here about Tom at Artec shop. He was the first port of call when Josh told me that the wheels on the car weren't great. Didn't take much convincing, let's get a set of wheels. Phoned Tom, said, look, this is the car. What would you recommend? For me, Tom is an expert in his field, has been doing this for years. What would you recommend? What would you want to put on this car? And he said, Vossens, sent me a list of Vossens that would look good. I chose this one here. Vossen is an American brand. The car's American, so there's more out there. These are the HF5s, and they, like, literally, I thought these would look amazing. Next thing is, they arrive naked. So Tom, obviously they've got contacts, shop down the road they work with regularly, to have them painted, whatever colour I wanted to go. Obviously my guys, Andy, Harrison and the team at Woman Wheels, they're my go-to friends for life. And it was like, Harrison, I want to send you these wheels, but I want you to do something. You're the expert, do something special with it. Let's give Harrison a call. How are we getting on?
Yeah, we're doing well. So I've got one of your wheels spinning in the CNC at the moment.
Let me see the process.
Wheels come out the acid, looking like this. So all completely pitted. They get sandblasted to come out and look all like this, so the powder gets stuck. Yours are all powdered and painted, and these are obviously the fronts already diamond cut.
Awesome. All right, cheers Harrison, I'll catch you in a bit.
Absolutely no worries, see you later.
So thank you Harrison and the Woolman family, family friends for years, detailed the Lambo going back like 15 years ago. But the process that Harrison has gone through, stripped back the wheels, and everything is done in-house at Woolman Wheels, and like you see with the finished product here, it's phenomenal. He just suggested diamond cutting them, which I have had diamond cut wheels before on the AMG, Mercedes, etc. But this was going to be something different, because what we wanted was this silver colour, but then with a blue pearl lacquer over the top to kind of scintillate, I love that word, scintillate, in the sunshine against the blue, with the blue tips of the exhaust. It's all coming together. And next time we see this car on the road, pow, we're going to have these lovely new high heel shoes on the C8. So excited for the full second reveal coming soon. So a massive thank you to Tom and the team here at artechshop.co.uk and SEC Performance. The Corvette has got its new shoes. Now, when you look at the Corvette, I've said this many times before, it looks like Bruce McLaren, Ferruccio Lamborghini and Enzo Ferrari had a three-way love child. Think about it. Anyway, they look absolutely amazing. So absolutely enamored by the wheels. Woman wheels absolutely smashed it. Thank you, Harrison and family. Tom, HF5s by Vossen, what a result, and wrapped in Yokohamas as well. Everything came together. The next stop is EBC Brakes, and tomorrow morning we surprise my wife with my Valentine's gift.
Who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready.
And of course, we're not going to put a car on the road without visiting the Centre of Excellence here at EBC Brakes World HQ, Northampton. And it's time to go pow! Two-piece floating upgraded discs and yellow stuff pads going on the C8 before the big reveal tomorrow morning. Oh, my Porsche's over there as well, which had a big brake kit developed by EBC. It feels like 4 years ago now, Scoot, doesn't it? 3 years, 4 years ago. Big brake kit on the Cayman, available at EBC Brakes as well. But this one here, we're going with standard size brakes, keeping the same calipers. We're keeping them red. Scoot says we should change the colour. Hit us in the comments. Should the calipers change colour? Personally, no, they're staying red. But they're going to look so good. And they look nice, don't they? So, over to EBC, get this ready, and let's get it on the driveway, ready to surprise Mrs. C on Valentine's Day. It's the Supercar Valentine's gift. Valentine's Day 2025, and the moment you've been waiting for, my wife's reaction to the Valentine's Day gift. Okay, baby, you ready?
I cannot believe you bought yourself a Valentine's Day present.
You ready?
Oh, was I supposed to say it then?
No. Francis from Mission Prestige. Hello. That's one of the bloopers at the end.